Welcome back to Grammar Grade 12. It's good to have you here. This is Unit 11, Lesson 84, and today we meet the boldest mark in all of punctuation, the dash. While a comma politely pauses and a period quietly stops, the dash grabs the sentence by the shoulder and gives it a shake. It can signal a sudden change of thought, spotlight an aside you want to shout about, or sweep a list up into a single summary. It's dramatic, it's flexible, and, used with care, it's unforgettable. Let's dig in. Here's the whole lesson in one glance. The dash is the boldest mark you can put on a page, and it does three big jobs. First, it can signal a sudden break or a change in thought, right in the middle of a sentence. Second, a pair of dashes can wrap around an aside to emphasize it, to make it stand out. And third, a single dash can introduce a summary, gathering a list and pointing it at a conclusion. One mark, three dramatic jobs. But because it's so bold, there's a golden rule hanging over all of it. Use the dash sparingly, and it will never lose its power. Let's start with the dash's most dramatic job, signaling a sudden break or change in thought. Picture your sentence heading in one direction, and then, surprise, it turns. I was about to leave, then the phone rang. That dash is the sound of the sentence changing its mind. It's sharper than a comma. It makes the reader stop, then lurch off in a brand new direction. Reach for it when the shift is abrupt and unexpected, a small jolt for the reader. Now for the most elegant use, a pair of dashes. When you want to drop in an aside and make it stand out, wrap it in two dashes instead of two commas. Look at this. The prize, a brand new bike, thrilled her. The words "a brand new bike" interrupt the main sentence, and the pair of dashes lifts them off the page, giving them a little spotlight. You could have used commas, but the dashes shout where commas would whisper. Just remember the pair works together. One dash to open the aside, one dash to close it. Here's a third job for the dash, introducing a summary. Sometimes you list a few things first, then pull them together with a single dash before the wrap-up. Courage, patience, and skill. These win the game. See how the dash gathers the three qualities and points them at one conclusion? The dash acts like an arrow, aiming the reader from the parts to the point. You can flip it too, ending on the appositive instead. One thing wins the game: skill. One caution before we practice. The dash is powerful precisely because it's loud. Commas set off an aside quietly. Parentheses whisper it almost as an afterthought. The dash announces it. Because it grabs so much attention, a dash used on every line loses its punch. Save it for the moments that deserve a little drama, a real break, a striking aside, a pointed summary. In formal writing especially, a dash on every page can look breathless, so use it deliberately and it will always land. A quick note on typing the dash. On a keyboard, you make a dash with two hyphens, or with the longer M dash if your software creates one for you. The key thing to watch: don't confuse the dash with the little hyphen that joins a word like brand new. The dash is longer, and it separates two ideas rather than joins two words. Styles differ on spacing. Some writers put a space on each side, some close it up tight. So follow whatever style your class or editor prefers. Just be consistent. Let's boil the dash down to three quick questions. 1. Is there a sudden break? A change in thought you want the reader to feel? Reach for a single dash. 2. Are you dropping in an aside you want to spotlight? Wrap it in a pair of dashes. 3. Are you gathering a list into a summary or an appositive? Put a dash before the wrap-up. And through all three, a fourth reminder. Use the dash sparingly so it keeps its power. Let's practice. In this first set, I'll show you a sentence with a blank and 2 ways to fill it. Decide which mark best fits. Think about the sudden break and the emphatic aside. Pause the video and choose before I reveal each answer. I opened the front door, blank, and there stood my long-lost cousin. A dash or a comma. The sentence takes a sudden, surprising turn, and that jolt of surprise is exactly what a dash is for. So we choose the dash. I opened the front door, and there stood my long-lost cousin. My oldest brother, blank, the family comedian blank, kept us laughing all night. Dashes or parentheses. We're dropping in an aside, the family comedian, and we want it to stand out, not hide away. A pair of dashes gives it that spotlight, so the dashes beat the softer parentheses here. I had the answer on the tip of my tongue, blank, then it vanished. This is a sudden reversal, a change of thought, not the setup for a list or an explanation. That means a dash, not a colon. I had the answer on the tip of my tongue, then it vanished. Now the second set. These sentences test the summarizing dash and the difference between a dash and a plain hyphen. Pause, decide which mark belongs, and then I'll answer. Grit, curiosity, and patience, blank. These are what carried her through. We've listed 3 qualities, and now we gather them into a summary. That is a classic job for the dash, the summarizing dash. So, grit, curiosity, and patience. These are what carried her through. She finally revealed the secret ingredient, blank, nutmeg. A comma would be correct, but listen to the difference. The dash adds a little drum roll before the reveal. For that touch of emphasis, we choose the dash. She finally revealed the secret ingredient, nutmeg. In a well-known author, what joins well and known? A hyphen or a dash? This little mark is joining 2 words into a single description, and joining is the hyphen's job, not the dash's. So it's a hyphen, a well-known author. Let's pull it together. The dash is the dramatic mark. A single dash signals a sudden break, a change in thought that catches the reader off guard. A pair of dashes wraps an aside you want to spotlight, louder than the quiet parentheses or commas could manage. And a dash before a summary or an appositive gathers your parts and points them at the point. Because the dash is so loud, spend it carefully. 1 well-placed dash is worth 10 scattered ones. Next time, in Lesson 85, we'll turn to the quieter marks, parentheses, brackets, and ellipsis points. How to slip in extra information, insert your own words into a quotation, and show that something has been left out. I'll see you there.